Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I am Diego Castro. At least 31 people died after a fire hit a passenger ship off the coast of Basilan on Wednesday night. The vessel caught fire around 11 p.m. as it was nearing Baluk Island of Haji Mutamad, town of Basilan Province, 2 hours after departing from the port of Zamboanga City. The boat's manifest said it was carrying 205 passengers. Disaster responders from Isabela City, Basilan provincial government, the Coast Guard, the Navy, police, and residents immediately helped out to search and rescue for survivors. Authorities, meanwhile, are still trying to determine the cause of the blaze.
Yung ibang pasahero po kasi na-rescue po ng mga Philippine Coast Guard natin. So may mga barko galing ng Zamboanga City, Philippine Coast Guard, and mga private na bangka na biyahe din po. Nandito po sila.
The local government of Cavite is now offering a 1.1 million peso reward for the capture of the suspect in the gruesome killing of a graduating student from Dasmariñas. Authorities are continuing their search with the help of CCTV footage around the dorm where the victim was killed. Arian Kalumbiran with the story.
A gruesome crime ended the life of 22-year-old Queenie Lian Daginsin. On Tuesday, Daginsin was found dead with multiple stab wounds in her dorm room. The dormitory's caretaker found her body after some of the victim's classmates asked them why she has not been attending her classes.
Tinawagan ko po yung mother niya at sabi ko po ay i-chat or i-text. Sagot po sa akin ni tita ay baka tulog, gisingin ko na lang. Kinatok namin ng malakas, wala pa din. Paghila namin ng bintana, bukas siya, then nakita namin na nakahiga na at may dugo.
The victim had at least 14 stab wounds on different parts of her body. Most were on her neck. Wounds were also found on her arms, an indication that the victim fought her killer. The primary suspect in Daginsin's killing is the man wearing a cap and a face mask that was caught on CCTV heading to the 3rd floor of the dorm. The police say the suspect possibly entered the victim's dorm through another building. When he reached the building's rooftop, the suspect jumped to the 2nd floor of her dormitory before heading to her room on the 3rd floor. In another footage of the 3rd floor, the suspect was found entering Daginsing's room. Authorities are looking at robbery as the prime motive for the killing, as the victim's cell phone and other items have went missing. The victim's family is calling for justice.
Sana kinuha niya na lang yung mga gamit. Sana hinayaan niya na lang ang ate ko natutulog.
Authorities are now reviewing other CCTV footage in the area to be able to identify the suspect, but they admit this could be quite challenging.
Yung sa mga street na napupuntahan po natin, ganoon din po. Pag hindi po naka-side view, nakataligot po. At yung po tayo ng pagkakataon na sa CCTV, maaari po makapagtanggal siya ng face mask o sombrero.
Daginsin was a graduating computer science student from De La Salle University, Dasmariñas. The dorm room where she was killed was located just in front of the university, which is why DLSUD's administration is now coordinating with authorities to increase security and police visibility in the area. Arian Kalumbiran, We Are One News.
President Bongbong Marcos maintains that the Philippine justice system is fully functioning. He made this remark after saying that the Philippines will disengage from the International Criminal Court following the appeals chamber's denial of the government's request to suspend the drug war probe. Despite that, Marcos Jr. said the country remains open on talks about human rights. But he noted that these engagements should be constructive and respectful to our sovereignty.
Let me emphasize, the rule of law prevails in the country. Our criminal justice system is fully functioning. The Philippines will sustain its tradition of open, constructive, and active engagement on human rights on matters that will meaningfully contribute towards reinforcing the sinews of democracy and of freedom.
Meanwhile, former PNP Chief Senator Bato de la Rosa said the president assured him of security from the ICC. Still, de la Rosa, who led the previous administration's Oplan Tokhang, said he's preparing for any eventuality.
Hindi tayo sigurado sa sitwasyon. Baka mamaya nga matuloy talaga ang investigasyon o kaya i-allow ng ating gobyerno na pumasok sila dito at mag-imbestiga. So, I have to be ready.
Natatakot po ba kayo?
Hindi naman. Better be prepared. Hindi ako takot. Hindi ako natakot. Alam ko man talagang walang mangyari dyan. kung hindi lang ako lalabas sa ating bansa.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News now. I'm Diego Castro. Most domestic flights scheduled this upcoming Holy Week have already been fully booked. The Manila International Airport Authority says fully booked flights are those heading to Palawan, Caticlan, Cebu, and Bohol. For international flights, MIAA says most passengers are heading to Japan. Over 1 million passengers are expected to flock to Naiya this coming Holy Week. With this, the MIAA says they have advised airline companies to open their check-in counters earlier. In ports, expected passengers are expected to double from last year. The Philippine Port Authority says some 2.2 million passengers are expected to head to local ports this Holy Week, double the 1.2 million in 2022. Most passengers are expected to flock to ports in Batangas, Iloilo, and Calapan. In preparation, the PPA is implementing a no-leave policy for employees starting April 3 to 10. Here are the latest on the entertainment front. Hollywood actress Vanessa Hudgens has been named the Global Tourism Ambassador for the Philippines. The ambassadorship was handed over by President Bongbong Marcos and Tourism Secretary Cristina Frasco. The High School Musical star is currently in the country to film a travel documentary to be directed and produced by Paul Soriano. News 5's MJ Marfori got a chance to speak with two of Hollywood's biggest stars, Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler, as they promote their upcoming film, Murder Mystery 2. During the interview, the two discussed how they became even more close as friends because of the franchise. The stars even hinted at the possibility of a potential third installment being filmed in Asia, maybe even in the Philippines. Aniston and Sandler also talked about how they become more careful with their jokes, noting the heightened sensitivity in comedy.
I wish we weren't also sensitive at the moment.
100%. Try to do the right thing all the time. There's no way to make sure everything
There's always going to
runs
be somebody
perfectly.
who wants to have a gotcha moment. Somebody's going to get offended. Somebody's
Sure.
going to. But comedy, the whole beauty of comedy is we make fun of anything, everything.
And that's it for this hour. Join us again at 7:45 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.